Welcome back to another episode, the last episode, not episode 10. To be frank, I'm so sad because this is the last until it comes back. I know. We cry now. Maybe I'll put tears. I don't know. Anyways, so the scene opens up where the girls are walking into the office. And of course, Bryce is on the floor because he got knocked out, okay? And Bryce is trying to explain, like, oh, well, Zach was sitting here showing me his boxing punch that he's been working on. Now, I don't know who's going to believe that, but if that works for you, Bryce, okay. So that's how he explaining the fact that he's on the floor punched out because he still ain't told Angela that he's bisexual. Bryce then takes Angela into his office because he wanted to show her the office after he got up or whatever. He wanted to show her his office. So they go in the office and Zach and Fatima stay in a little lobby area. And, he's like, and, he then explains that he just tried to kiss him, like on the lips right here, like right here. He got a little, on my lip. And I had to knock him out. And, Fatima thought it was the funniest shit in the world. She kept on laughing, and it was like, and Zach was like, it's not funny. And he was like, it triggered something, it triggered me. And she was like, because Zach went to jail. So she was like, y'all was doing stuff like that in jail? He was like, nah, but I had to knock motherfuckers out to make sure that they wasn't, making passes on me in jail. She was like, and she still was over here cracking up, like, just thought it was so funny. It was making him so mad. I mean, it kind of was funny. I mean, when you look at it from a woman's perspective, it is kind of funny, but I can understand from a male's perspective how disrespectful and how, like, I don't know, how mad you could be, because it's like, dang, this dude is my friend, and now I'm, like, having a fight. Like, fight night, you know what I'm saying? Like, so then after that, Angela comes out and the office with Bryce, and she's like, oh, do you want to go to dinner? Now, remember last episode, I told you they were going to the office for lunch. So to me, that was like a little error, that, or maybe they didn't discuss that they were going later. I don't know. But I was just like, girl, in that moment, I was like, I thought it was lunchtime. How you guys going out to dinner now? Like, are y'all talking about later? Because at that time, I was just like, I think it was them going to lunch at that moment. So, I mean, dinner at that moment. But she was like, nah, we're cool. And then Zach being funny, he's like, ooh, got bubble guts. I got bubble guts. And I think he's trying to make excuses so that Bryce won't think he's attractive, or I don't know. But it was hilarious. He was like, then they left and Fatima's like, bubble guts? Really? Like, you got bubble guts? And he was like, shit, I don't know. Something's going to have to work. They leave and they go to the house. And girl, listen, why is Nate's wife outside their house standing on a curb with a bat in her hand, okay? And she, she comes and she, as, they're coming out and get Zach and Fatima getting out the car. She's storming at him, and she's talking to Fatima, talking about, I know you in there sleeping with my man. His phone is, I guess there's ping. They have a ping on your phone. She was like, my man's phone is pinged here, and I know he's here. You sleeping with him. And Zach trying to calm her down, like, whoa, because he knows who it is. He know that's Nate's wife. And he trying to calm her down, trying to take the bat from her. And, Fatima, and then she, she calling her a bitch and all this other stuff and being all, like, hostile and stuff. And she's like, you better get her. Because, she grabbing for the purse. Because, everybody, listen, at this point, we already know Fatima got a gun in her purse. So she about to make it pop. You know what I'm saying? It's about to pop, snap, crackle, pop up in this bitch, okay? So he's like grabbing the purse. He's trying to grab the purse and calm them both down. And she's like, I know he's in there. But to me, I'm like, if me and my man is coming home, right? We just came home. Why would you think that I would have your man hiding in my house? Now, that didn't make it make sense, because that didn't make sense to me. Like, maybe she was just a little mad, but it didn't make sense. Okay, it didn't make sense. Then they let the wife in. She checking in cabinets for Nate. She checking under the cabinet, under a pillow on a couch. Like, is Nate really gonna hide in a cabinet? Is Nate really gonna hide under a pillow? Like I said, make it make sense. So she didn't say, "Can I go upstairs?" She go upstairs. She checking for Nate, but she's like, "Don't be disrespectful." Cause she tossing shit and being disrespectful in her house. Like, don't be disrespectful. Sis, this Fatima telling her, "I know you mad about your man, but don't be disrespectful. Okay, it's my house, so don't be disrespectful, right?" So then Zach is like, "Do you want some water?" So she's like, "Yeah, let me get some water," because she came back downstairs. He gives her the water. And then Fatima's like, maybe she needs some fresh air. So Zach then goes to the back door. He sees Nate Child in his hot tub with Deja, girl. He like, "Oh, no. Maybe she need to go in the front door and get some air, and maybe go in the front door." So then Fatima's like, "Why are you acting all weird?" So then they both at this point are at the back door. And she's like, "I'm not covering for you," and they over here fighting. And she's like trying to look like, what's going on? And Zach is like, all like, "Let me get her out the house." So he gets the wife, and he's like, "I'm mad with you." So they get mad. He's walking her out the front door, right? As he's walking her out the front door, Fatima goes in the back, right? And she's over there talking to Nate and Deja. Girl pulls Deja out the hot tub, hitting on her right outside the hot tub. Child. Then she's like, "Get the fuck out of here." And Deja, I guess there's a connected door to the two homes or whatever. So she leaves. And she's over there having choice words with Nate. Nate over here being disrespectful, calling her a bitch, and this is Zach's house. I don't know why you trying to run shit, right? Whew. Now, at this point, Zach already got the wife out the door. He comes out in the backyard, and he's over here like telling Nate, "Calm down, calm down." At this point, then Fatima all mad because Nate. She walks out the house through the front of the house, walks out the house, goes and gets the baby, the wife, and tells her like, come on, we gonna go around the back. Child, I was like, Lord Jesus, what is Fatima about to do? What is Fatima about to do? Okay. So Zach over there talking to Nate, and he's like, "This not cool. Like, I don't understand what the problem, what the thing is. Bro, I'm trying to help you. And he trying to get him out the the hot tub, and trying to put his clothes on. And he's like, "I'm trying to help you out the back." He doesn't know that Fatima done told the girl to come around the back. So he trying to help. He trying to help him out. He then opens the back door, and child, when I tell you, that wife went like this with that bat and hit him right here in the nose. And he was like, "Oh, you broke my nose." And he fell to the ground. Child, listen. Oh my God. I knew Fatima was up to something, and I knew something was about to happen. But child, when that door opened and she literally the part you hit him right there in the nose, his nose leaking. Like, oh my God. I was like, child. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm like, that's what he get. You know what I'm saying? That's what he get. He over here paying Deja for some punani, some cootie cat, and he got a whole wife at home, and your wife is crazy. So I don't understand. Like, I didn't understand. I really didn't understand what he was doing. So he deserved that. And at the end of the day, Nate, if you want happy, just get a divorce or separate or something. Like, don't put your wife through this. Like, she don't deserve this. The bitch crazy, and y'all just need to part ways at this point. I'm just saying, Then, child, it goes where Fatima come in the house. She on the phone. I mean, she get a phone call from Angela. Angela talking about how weird her man is, how he acting all weird, and she's asking what it's about. And she's asking Fatima if she knows anything. Fatima's like, "Girl, just talk to your man." She's like, "Well, I know you know something, Fatima. Like, we girls. Like, why would you keep whatever away from me? Like, you know what I mean?" And she's like, "Ask your man." And she's like, "Well, can you just tell me?" So she was like, "How about I come over and all of us have a conversation? You can help me kind of pry it out of Bryce, because I don't know how to really ask him what I need to ask him." So she's like, "Let me find out, because it's already a lot going on right now. Let me find out how, if Zach's cool with that." So she's like, "Okay, call me back." Then it takes, and the next scene is Zach at the bottom downstairs trying to clean out the jacuzzi, because when Nate left, Fatima told him to clean it out. So he downstairs cleaning out the jacuzzi. He gets a call from Tony. Tony's like, what you doing? He's like, I'm out in the back cleaning the thing. So he comes through the back. Tony comes and he's over there, like talking, and he's telling him like, oh, I heard what happened to Nate, and he being all hype, and he like, bro, calm down, like don't be bringing that energy to my house, like be respectful. And he's like, oh, okay, and he's like still hype. He's like, dude, listen, Zach is like, we was kids and we've been friends for a long time, and we was with the shits about the shits a long time ago, but now we adults now. So can you grow the hell up? Like, when are y'all gonna grow up? I can't keep on like, being involved in what he does. Like, Nate is like not about, like, I'm not about that life no more. I have a lady now and I'm engaged. Like, things got to change. And he's like, yeah, bro, you right, and he's proceeding cleaning up the thing. And then Fatima comes outside, and Fatima, he's like, oh, I gotta go, and then Tony leaves, and it's Fatima and Zach outside. And then she comes down and she's saying like, Angela just called and she wants to come and have dinner with us. Her and Bryce to have dinner. And he's like, man, nah, I'm cool. Like, nah, I'm good. You already know the deal. Like, nah. And she's like, no, you should do it or whatever. And she's really persuading him onto doing something he really does not want to. And he's like somewhat giving in. And I'm like, at that moment I was like really mad, because I'm like, Fatima, girl, like, why would you even press him to do something like that? You already know what's going on. It should be on his terms. Like, when he's comfortable, he's still processing the fact that this man tried to kiss him. Like, let it be on his terms. And I really, it's like a super pet peeve of mine when people press you to do things that you don't want to do. You put you in fucking situations that you don't want to be in. And then they be mad, high key mad, about how the outcome of the situation is. Now, I don't know what the outcome is of this situation, but Fatima then can't be mad about however Zach is acting or what he's saying, because you put me in this fucked up situation. So the moral of this little story is, don't put people in fucked up situations and be mad about their reaction to what their situation is. You got to cope and deal with whatever the situation is, because you already put them in a fucked up environment, situation, things on your terms, not theirs. So deal with it, period. So basically Zach agreed to go in. So she goes back in the house to call Angela, but when she goes and grabs her phone, she sees that she had a missed call from her office. So she then calls the office back and she's like, oh, hey, I see a missed call from you. What's going on? She's like, oh, yeah, the results came in for the baby and we emailed them to you. So she's like, oh, okay, cool. And the lady's like, have a nice weekend. She's like, it just depends on what these results are, how my weekend is. So Zach is still outside. So she goes outside and she tells him that the results were in, and they're looking at it together. And he was like, well, yeah, he's all like, what's going on? Because I know it's not my baby. It's not my baby. And she was like, it's 99.9% your baby. And it ends just like that. Child, listen, I hope that Karen's baby is not his baby, because, child, there's going to be two babies that she got to deal with. Two different baby mamas. Ooh, child, I don't know. To me, I feel like she might rethink this. She might want to rethink this situation. But you know what? I don't be telling people how to deal with their relationship. Even though it's a TV show, I'm not going to tell her how to deal with her shit. But, dang, that's his baby? Dang. Zach, you done impregnated a stripper? Oh, my God. He's fascinated with strippers, clearly. He got one living next door. He had a baby mama that's a stripper. Deja better, Fatima better really watch out, because he got something going on with these strippers, okay? Be careful, Fatima. Keep an eye on Zach. Now, child, you know what time it is. Let's go on and get in these tweets. So the first tweet is from Fatima, which I believe is a fan page, and it says, that ending. Zach having a baby. Zach, you are disappointing me right now, Zach. Oh my God, Zach, get it together. Put your pieces together and start making your life right, baby. Ooh, you gonna lose Fatima. She crazy. I'm telling you. Whew, I don't know how much more she gonna take. The next tweet from Jazz. Child, listen, Fatima and Nate's wife probably gonna be homegirls now. For real, like, I'm for real. At this point, because she helped her out, she probably is going to be her homegirl. They going to probably be best of kins, okay? For real, for real. They gonna be, and Fatima probably gonna tell her all that Nate is doing. Like, Nate over here, child, with some scallywag. She gonna tell her all the tea. She gonna be texting her, letting her know all the tea, honey. I already know. Yep. They gonna be having cocktails and everything, honey. So, the next one's from Prince. He's like, I'm watching Fatima, and I gotta say, Angela is not Fatima's friend. I don't care what nobody say. Okay? Now, listen, since this show has been on, I've been saying that she's on the fence. She kind of plays teeter-totter. But now, I don't know. I guess I have to agree with Prince, because I'm seeing that she probably isn't her friend. Like, Fatima and Zach need new friends. So please, Tyler Perry, in season 2, please let them have new friends. Now, Bryce can maybe stay because he's a business partner, but don't write him in as a friend. Write him in as a business partner. And then let them have complete new friends, because we need that in our life, okay? Sometimes in life, we need to wash away our friends and start over. People that are not, like, working for us, or may not be, I don't know, just might not be a good fit sometimes. You know what I mean? So just sometimes you just got to let them go. You got to let them go. I feel like I keep on singing that song. I think I sang it a couple episodes ago. They just need to let them go as friends. They might be cool as red cup, what I call red cup friends, where you call them over just for drinks, or out to go have a cocktail because they're a cool turn up friend. But they might not be friends. You know what I'm saying? They don't have your best interest at heart. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. And the last one is from yours truly. Zach throwing a purse over the shoulder saying, I'm the man of the house. You gonna learn to listen to me. That's when then I think it was the time when the wife, Nate's wife, was over there, and they was, arguing or whatever. And that's when he said it. Girl, child, listen. This episode was it had so much layers to it, right? And this season 2 gonna be so juicy. I know that they got picked up for season 2. I don't know when. But, child, I cannot wait to do the reviews on that show, because we got so much stuff to unpack. We got to figure out about the baby. Well, no, we figured out the baby, but we got to see the dynamic of that. We got to see, hopefully, Deja moves out. We got to see, hopefully, Nate and his wife either get a divorce. I don't know. And we got to see this wedding, child, and hopefully they have all new friends. But until season 2 it unravels and is present, let me know if there's another show that you guys would like for me to review, so that I can go ahead and review it in replace of Fatima in the meantime. I can't even believe that this is like the last episode. I'm just like, my heart is a little broken, because I'm like, I've been really enjoying these, and I know you guys have been too, and I've been enjoying seeing all you guys' tweets. They've been hella funny. And hella on point too, I must say. I want to thank you guys all for all your tweets and sharing, sharing them with the world, which I was able to take, put it in my review. And as always, love bugs, like, share, subscribe. We'll be back next week with Sisters, because that will still be continuing and seeing all the drama with that. So, as always, love you.